Hi, I'm Jane from Beyond the Empty Nest. Welcome to this live video. Before we start, let's take a couple of breaths. So breathing in and breathe out. Relax the shoulders. Feel yourself present and listen with your heart. So today I want to talk about being confused. Hi, Karen. And you know, at this time there is so much going on, isn't there? Externally, internally, at this time of our lives, which we've been discussing, menopause, children, parents, all of these things, and we can feel lost. You know, you can feel like you don't know who you are anymore, like you don't recognize yourself. And that can be such a confusing time. And, you know, think about it. Maybe you are feeling that confusion, confused about, oh, Karen, I'm so sorry. Listen to the video and connect. I'm sending you lots of love. Confusion about where we're going, confusion about what our next step is, confusion about who we are and what we want. And as you said, Karen, you know, you feel like you don't know what way to turn. That sums it up. You know, we're confused. We just don't know where to turn. And maybe you feel like, you know, your brain is in a bit of a fog. You know, you can't see the wood for the trees. Your thoughts are going round and round in circles. And that's really, really difficult. And what that does is it drains your energy, completely drains your energy. So you've got no energy to think because you need energy to be able to think. So it's like a vicious circle. And it, you know, it stops you moving forward because you're not productive. You don't know where to put your time. You don't know where to spend your energy. So you're doing maybe lots of things. It's really scattered, but none of it is productive because of this confusion. So you end up going round and round in circles. And perhaps you've experienced that feeling. It's like walking through sludge, walking through treacle. You just can't get ahead. You just don't know where to turn. And it can affect your relationships. You know, that confusion often means that we don't have those boundaries that are healthy. And so people can take advantage of that. We've not got that sense of self-preservation perhaps that we should have because of that confusion. And perhaps there's a lack of perspective on life. And, you know, maybe people have accused you of being irrational or making mountains out of molehills. But to you, sometimes those things feel massive because our perspective is kind of off. And, you know, it can affect your work. Maybe you're indecisive, you can't think clearly. Maybe you're making mistakes. Because let's face it, you know, that state of confusion, it doesn't lead to being effective and decisive and clear-headed and making those, you know, decisions that you have to make sometimes at work. And one of the big things is really that being in that state of confusion, it really affects your self-esteem. It affects your confidence. It affects your belief in yourself. It affects your ability to trust your own judgments. You know, you can't trust your own judgments in that state of confusion. And so life is kind of spiraling downwards. And when we're like that, what we often do is we stick our head in the sand because it just becomes overwhelming. It's too much to deal with. And we stick our head in the sand. And then when we stick our head in the sand, we just continue with our unhealthy habits, our bad habits, which we've discussed before. We go into that survival mode. So maybe we comfort eating, we need to keep busy, but without actually being effectively doing anything. And we're not addressing the issue. And maybe you don't even realize that you're confused. I was confused for a long time about a lot of things in my life, quite important things, but I didn't realize I was confused. I knew I was unhappy and dissatisfied, but I kind of just thought, well, that's what life is about. That's what life is like, But only when I realized that I was confused, that it was an issue that I needed to deal with, then I could start to take control of my life. Then I could start to work towards clarity and being effective and taking that control back into my hands and dealing with it. And clarity feels amazing. When you're clear, you're sure-footed, you're confident, you're decisive, you're effective. You know where to put your time. You know where to invest your energy. And let's face it, our time and our energy are not unlimited. We need to make the best of what we have. We need to use that effectively and wisely and intelligently. And only by taking that journey within yourself can you find that clarity. Only by taking that journey, only by dealing with your stuff, because you are 100% responsible for your life. And if you are stuck in a victim mode of things happening to you and you've got no control, you're not going to be able to step out. So stepping in and taking that journey and dealing with your confusion, the emotions that you've got stuck within you, only by doing that can you step towards that amazing feeling of clarity, of confidence, of decisiveness. And interestingly, this came up a little bit in the group about traveling, and I love the idea of travel, and I love the idea of adventure. But if you're going to travel in the world, travel with clarity, travel knowing who you are and knowing what you want to get out of that experience. Otherwise, you just take yourself and your confusion with you. And I put a quote in the thread, and I'd like to read that to you today. It's from Rumi, an amazing mystic and poet, and I've written it down. It says, "You have no need to travel anywhere. Journey within yourself. Enter a mine of rubies and bathe in the splendor of your own light. Because that is what is within you. That is who you are. That light, that mine of rubies, that clarity, that excitement about life, that joy of life, that energy." So if you've had enough of feeling confused, of not knowing where to turn, of walking through that sludge, of wasting your time and your energy, of feeling drained, and you want to kickstart your life and be excited about your way forward, if you want to enter that mine of rubies and bathe in that light, then message me. You can schedule a call and I can get you the results that I've got my clients. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you, Karen, for joining me. And I'm really sorry that you're having such an awful day. And, you know, do message me if you want to discuss further. I hope this video maybe has given you some inkling, some ideas. So thank you for listening. Please post comments, questions, anything that comes to mind. And I will see you on the next video. Lots of love and light.